This is Australia. Australia is a big place.
It's much bigger than where we're from.
Australia is very big than Timor. Timor is very little.
It's quite big. It is quite big. It's a hard work here, especially the weather. It's hot. Like today is 39, 40. It's gonna be more than that, like 44. Oh, yeah. This is Australia. It's different from Tonga. So we had to come here, work hard.
This is my 6th time here. We picked flowers, snip them, package them, and do a lot of sweeping, planting. First time it's really hard for me. I just think of my kids, my family's back home. I even cried. But there comes the thought that you're here for them. So that makes me take away all that pain in my heart.
The first 2 weeks, it's gonna be like really pain in the back, in the headache, feet when you stand, because you only stand from the morning 7 to like 5. It's gonna take a long day for that one.
It's not like back home. Sometimes it's too cold for us. And sometimes it's too hot for us. To be honest, yes, it is. It is really hard. Whatever the weather is, rain, sun, wind, you have to be out there cutting asparagus. But the way I see, we see that the money is good, so why not we keep cutting?
I come from East Timor. I came in Australia for seasonal work for 6 months. And this is my first time to come to Australia, bro. Now I miss home, miss dad and mom. And I can't wait to see them. I like to be here because good money, good salary here.
I come from Papua New Guinea, and I've been working here for 5 times. And then this is very advanced farming. We don't have anything like this back home. You have to work, you got to be up early, you got to be on time, and then start work on time. But I've learned how important timing is. Like every tomato row, you got to do it within given time, to be considered as, like a good worker. You got to demonstrate that you are good to be able to be here. I've got only 2 children, and I got to ensure that they get the best education. And I need money to make that happen.
This is my first time. I knew that it's gonna be hard, but then cutting letters the whole day, of course we knew that we're gonna come here to Australia and work, but we never thought, it would be like this. But I know we'll get used to it. But there are times I get to say to myself, I don't know if I can do it, because I've seen other workers returning to Samoa. I heard that they were saying that it's hard, but then seeing how successful they are after returning home, I've seen, that they can help their families.
Mandarins is our business. I'm the operations manager. Basically, I run all the ground crews and just make sure the place is running smoothly.
We grow citrus predominantly for export.
We're going to have, how many years you want? 6 newies over there.
Our biggest customer at the moment is Thailand, and Thailand, China, Taiwan, and India, and into the Middle East as well.
It's a very labour-intensive operation, and if our labour's not performing, then yeah, we're in a lot of trouble.
How many do you want me to?
We've probably got about 15 full-time staff that work throughout the year. We supplement that with casual workers, or get as many local staff as we can, but unfortunately it's not a glamorous job. Sitting out there picking all day or thinning in 40-degree heat is not everyone's cup of tea. We find that if we hire 20 people within 2 weeks, 50% of them are gone.
We really are running on being so totally reliant on the backpackers. So I started to think about that seasonal workers could be another part of our labour solution.
We do iceberg, silver beet, Chinese cabbage, parsley and turnip and beetroots. Before we got onto this program, we were trying to use backpackers and locals, and it's just, locals don't really want to do this kind of job. It's just too hard, I suppose. Backpackers are just too unreliable. They come and go as they please. So that's why we've gone to the our Pacific program, because we get a full 6 months out of them. So within a month, they're pretty much trained up and pretty good to go.
We've been in Laketon for around 30 years, and we've probably been growing bananas for 20 years. It's extremely difficult to find a local workforce due to the physical type of work. So we actually reliant on numerous type of workers. We have some local people, we have backpackers, and we also have seasonal workers. Always very excited to see when they return with photos of all the things they've achieved back home, like building new houses, buying new cars, setting up businesses, that the people are actually improving their lives.
Australia sells its produce to every corner of the globe. Its agricultural and tourism exports are worth over $70 billion to the economy. These industries are important to the wealth of both Australia and its neighbours in the Pacific region. At times, finding enough people to work in these jobs has been difficult. So after a successful pilot scheme, in 2012, the Australian government established the Seasonal Worker Program, and employers began to invite workers from across the Pacific and Timor-Leste to fill these vacancies. Each year, thousands of workers from across the region fill seasonal jobs in the agricultural sector across Australia and the tourism sector in certain locations. The duties of seasonal workers employed in the agricultural sector may include picking fruit, harvesting vegetables, or tending to crops. The duties of those employed in the tourism sector may include housekeeping or customer service. The Seasonal Worker Program also forms a significant part of Australia's commitment to economic development in the region. Seasonal workers can earn significantly higher wages in Australia, and these feed directly back into the financial well-being of the families, communities, and regions back home. Workers coming to Australia also gain experience and learn skills that they can apply back home. Australia is a big place, and workers coming here may be employed at any location across this vast land, from the hot, humid tropics of far North Queensland to the freezing cold nights of the Tasmanian winter. Visiting workers can find themselves employed in any sort of environment, in any sort of weather. For seasonal workers coming to Australia, the financial and personal rewards can be great, but the work can be tough, repetitive, and exhausting. It's no holiday.
It's hard physical labour. If you're not fit enough, physically and mentally, to do the job, then you're not going to be able to do it.
The work here is sometimes physically demanding. It's not suited to everybody.
If they are up to speed, people are able to earn significantly above award wage. But if they don't make that, we have to send them home. And that's a reality people need to realise.
Some of the jobs very hard. Some of the job easy but boring. but they can achieve a good amount of money after 6 months.
Obviously, English, it's just going to be essential in an industry that has so much customer interaction.
Finding a lot of young girls have taken the opportunity of coming here, and I really encourage them to go home and become independent, save their money and improve their lives.
We know exactly who's showing up every day to work, and the guys have become a big part of our team here.
They can make good money and send back to their family and help their families back home. Yeah, I guess for them it's just a good opportunity.
I don't know how we do it without this program, really.
Doesn't matter the weather, doesn't matter anything. We work hard because we look forward, we come back to Tonga, that we earn some.
Because here you had to work different. It's really different.
If it wasn't for Australia, maybe, I don't know, maybe my kids won't go to school.
I get some money and, support myself and my family.
Everyone wants to be someone, but there's no easy way for you to have a better life or a better future.
When we learn new things, we should be sharing in our country. That's what I want.
So I'm thankful being here and then making a bit of money, and that will help me a great deal in anything that I intend to do.
Coming here in Australia, it's like another world you've never seen. Then you start learning from that. It's really a hard job. But at the end of the day, when we have enough money that you can see every week, then why you can say the job is hard?